Welcome everyone to the final part of the entrepreneurial mind. Today we will be talking about lesson 4.4, the business pitching. So, business pitching, it refers to the presentation of business ideas to another party. A business pitch, it needs to give your audience a clear understanding of your plan or goals to gain buy-in or to close a deal. For example, you may pitch your startup business to potential investors or your products to potential customers. To do this, you must gather and share relevant research or provide compelling vision. So when you pitch effectively, you can motivate and persuade your audience to follow your idea and make it a reality for you. So today for our learning outcomes, we will define or we will determine what is business pitching and differentiate presenting from pitching. Then we have to identify the types of business pitching and know the qualities or the skills required for business pitching. Then learn how to develop and deliver an effective pitch. So first, what is business pitching? By definition, business pitching is the presentation of business ideas to another party. So what's the difference between presenting, simply presenting something, or pitching? When we say presenting, you are delivering an idea, a speech, or an oration. You're simply delivering something. But when we say pitching, you are trying to persuade someone to buy or accept your concept or your something, or make a bid to obtain a contract or a business. In short, you are proposing, no? When we say business pitching. So, what are the types of business pitching? First is sales pitch. Sales pitch is actually so these are the common use business pitching to gain investors or grow business or sell business products or services to other customers. So sales pitch, another term for sales pitch is elevator speech, no? So we have three types of business pitching: sales pitch, pitch deck, and interrogative pitch or question pitch. So let us first look at pitch deck, no? Ang pitch deck daw, it is a brief presentation that outlines your business plan to potential investors. So it is also it must include research related to your product, competition, marketing plan, and company finances. It also completes a view of your company. It gives a complete view of your company as it currently exists and the potential value it holds for investors to persuade their decision. So sa pitch deck, it is a brief presentation, no, often using a PowerPoint or a Keynote or Prezi, Prezi. You can use Prezi, by the way, when creating your presentations or when you will be making your own business pitch. So it's often a brief presentation that outlines your business plan to potential investors. So, ang laman ng presentation na to, it includes research related sa imuhang product, competition. Kaya ang imuhang target is to make them invest. So, makita nila ang possible ni mga marketing plan, ni mga strategy, company finances. So, you need to provide a complete view of your company as it currently exists, ang ihang status, and the potential value it holds for the investors to be persuaded or ma-persuade sila sa ilahang decision. So, you usually use pitch deck during face-to-face presentations to potential investors or partners or pwede rin co-founders. Ang usual na laman ng pitch deck ito. First, imong ibutang ang title sa imong organization or contact information, imong name, problem which you are addressing. So, describe the pain that you are alleviating, ano? So, the goal is to get people nodding and buying in. So, you also present the solution. So, this is an example. So you present the solution, which explains how you plan to alleviate the pain, and then your business model, you explain how you make money, who pays for you, your channels, your distribution, and your margin. In short, you're explaining the whole business you have. That's why you explain the business model, and then the underlying magic describes the technology, something that you have, your secret ingredients, your main strategy, what's behind your products, which may mesmerize your customers or your market. So marketing and sales, explain how you're going to reach your customers. What's your marketing strategy to get their attention? In competition, you provide a complete view of the competitor landscape. Who are your serviceable available market? Who are your management team? Of course, you have to describe the key players of your management team. Whom are the people related to your business? And in our business pitch, in your presentation of your proposal, in our feasibility study, you create key players in your management team. It could be your classmate, whom are your prospect partners. So it could be a sole proprietor type of business, but how will you manage it? Who are your management team? Is it your mom, your sister, your brother? So you may indicate it in our business pitch. So you also include financial projections, provide at least 3-year forecast containing metrics, sales, turnover, and profit. So you just simply estimate your target sales, and you may present your marketing strategy. How are you able to achieve this? So kanang realistic pod class. So this is an example of a pitch deck ng Seed Investment 2016. Okay, on their first page, they have presented their name. So it's simple but catchy sa eyes, kay neat and clean. Alright, then they presented their vision. This pitch deck again is to let or to make your potential investors invest, and be interested in your company. So you present your vision, and then the problem. They have presented their conclusion. So unsay dapat nilang buhaton. So the story so far, how will they be able to solve or alleviate the problem? So the market opportunity. So they created a demographics opportunity. So for male, percent recycling. So you may create your own market opportunity plan. So you create something, just explain sa imuhang product how wide the market is. It depends on you on how will you persuade me to buy in your investments or your stocks. So, or to invest in your company. So next is you could also explain the market size, how wide your market is, and then the product, your main product, of course, the key features your products have, your competitive advantage, your value proposition, product features, your revenue model, You present your revenue model. How are you able to achieve your revenue? How much do you expect, or how many percent do you expect to gain from students? Baka ha na or balikbayan, baka ha na, depende sa imong demographic profile. Next is growth strategy. So similar with your marketing, how are you planning to make your business grow? Are you planning to, do you have strategies to backward integrate? Or like you are going to supply your own raw materials? Or are you planning to forward integrate? Like instead of selling raw materials, you may want to tap the end consumers to gain higher profit. So you explain, or you give picture, or whom are your prospect founders, or whom are your prospect managers, supervisors. So they also gave an overview of the financials. So for this company, they are already existing. That's why they are able to create a real financial ratios. So for the competition, you may also project whom are your competitors, and how do you expect to win from them? What do you offer that they don't have? So what are the things, or what are your unique specifications in your products, or what are your unique products? What are your unique offers? They have also presented their investment schemes. So, okay, so much for pitch deck. To proceed, sales pitch, on the other hand, is a brief message that attracts your audience's attention and outlines the products and services you offer. So, the goal of this pitch is to make the audience purchase your products and services. Elevator pitch is another term for sales pitch because it should last as long as an elevator ride. In short, simple lang ang imuhang explanation, dili siya dapat long kaayo. So a well-crafted sales pitch can get actually your prospects excited about the opportunity that you are offering. And it will also encourage them to take the next step. Example class, I remember when I have attended sales pitch from networking companies. Matinga ka musod ang mga tao dito, natinga pa ang mga tao sa kahaning akong gisudlan, din igawas nila, excited na silang madato, no? They're really persuaded how to do this, and then mo-invest na sila dayon, no? So a sales pitch is actually a short, optimized presentation that packages your offerings in simple terms. So, unsay sulod sa sales pitch? Sales pitch may include title, problem, solution, sales model, no? So, syempre yung organization name, and then describe the pain, of course, again, that you're alleviating. Solution model, explain how you alleviate the pain. Ensure, kining sales model, ensure that the audience clearly understands what you sell and your value proposition. So you don't have to present to them your selling scheme, your business, your whole business plan, or like how will you make revenue, because they are not investing, so they are to buy your products and services. So what do you have to explain to them is your value proposition. What are your competitive advantage? What edge do you have that your competitors do not have, no? And the underlying magic, describe the technology, the secret sauce, no, magic behind your products or services, that when they taste this and when they use this, ano mangyayari sa kanila, no? If you could provide demo, so do so, no, if possible. So matinga ka sa mga networking companies, ila ipagunit pud nimo ang products, and then there's an effect, mga example na siya. And kato pong aside from negative, ayon na po yung mga kwintas, no, nga na ako no effect. So you could do live demo. Management team, you could describe the key players of management, your management team. And then next step, end your presentation with a call to action. So that's sales prospect. Next class is interrogative pitch or the question pitch. Kining interrogative pitch pod or question pitch, when speaking to customers, you can start your pitch with a series of questions. So your questions focus on problems they face and how you can solve them. For example, you may ask them, name the most significant challenges that you have. Halimbawa, pag naglalakad ka tapos umulan, ano yung kailangan mo, ano yung una mong hahanapin? So, syempre, isasagot nila payong, no? So, you are driving their answers, or you are by giving questions nga padung sa imuhang products. So these questions aims to draw, no, their curiosity and make them want to learn more about your offerings. So when you should use questions to make your case. So mao na ang interrogative pitch. When you use questions to make your pitch or to make your case or to present your offers. So this aims to draw at audiences curiosity and make them want to learn more about your offerings. So after knowing the type of pitch, we need to know the skills required for businesses to do pitching, or for business pitching. Skills required for business pitching. So when we are presenting our business pitch, what are the skills needed? First, communication. So a business pitch requires delivering message clearly and concisely dapat, whether written or verbally. Your audience manggod may also pose questions or have concerns. So you also need effective listening and Empathy skills, meaning magpakita ka naman ng concern sa kanila. So, they have to know, you have to show them nga na kay concern sa ilahang concern pod or sa ilahang concerns. So, persuasion and negotiation skills can aid your pitch. So, as you want to gain buy-in to your idea, and sometimes you need to make compromises to ensure everyone is satisfied or to make everyone nga satisfied sa imuhang conclusion or idea. Kung ba makita niya nga na concern, no? So, next is, of course, research. So, your pitch needs to provide supporting evidence for any claims nga ginawa mo or pinakita mo sa imuhang business pitch. So, dapat na kay research or research-based na kay mga basihan, no? Regarding sa imuhang products or business. So, maganda maipakita mo sa kanila yung industry na wherein your product is a leading brand, no? Yan. So, research skills enables you enable you to gather and organize credible information so you can communicate it sa imong mga stakeholders. You can gather also research from various sources, whether data collected internally or available via public or third-party sources. So, pwede kang mag-conduct primary data or mag-secondary data ka from your research. So, problem solving next. This is another skill that you need. Typically kasi your business pitch will outline how your idea or business or products can solve the stakeholders' problem. So, need nimo og problem-solving skills, which will enable you to analyze complex business problems and use the idea, the research, or the existing technical knowledge to propose appropriate nga mga solutions. Next is public speaking, no? Ang public speaking, importante because some business pitches require speaking to groups. So, being comfortable in speaking in front of others is really essential. So, this is to build these skills, kailangan mo mag-practice. Because, again, practice makes perfect. So, you need to practice how you deliver messages using your tone and body language, your gesture. If you know how to display confidence and connect directly with your audience, so you can now make your pitch more engaging, no? Eye contact, again. So, next is creativity. So, when your pitch aims to solve a problem, you can use creative skills. So, this is to develop new or innovative solutions. To practice creativity, you can ask yourself various questions to examine the issue from all angles. And experimentation is another creative skill also. This will allow you to test the possible solutions until you find the best or most attractive option. So these are the skills necessary for business pitching. Now the question is, how will you develop and deliver an effective pitch? Okay. So in developing and delivering an effective pitch, first you must conduct and gather research. So if you are going to make claims again during your pitch, you need to provide accurate data or research to support these claims. So this information can help you demonstrate your credibility and obtain your audience's trust. So that is important. So research can also help you prepare to answer potential questions or concerns which your audience may have. For example, when pitching a product to a client, you will want to provide information about its features and its benefits and how it compares to similar products in the market. So you may also want to provide sales data or a customer or consumer or customer testimonials. This is to demonstrate its performance, no? And moreover, you must understand your audience. So, in addition to business-related research, you also need to research your audience. So, sino ba yung audience mo? Not just the language, but the jargons. How will you deal with them? So, try to learn the individual's backgrounds. And interest also, this is to understand what motivates them. So, these insights can help you tailor your pitch and appeal directly to them. And ano ba yung need nila? So, this approach makes your pitch more personal to them. and which can serve as an effective motivation method. It can also help them understand what they specifically can gain from your idea. For example, try to learn about potential investors and other business investments. So if they show an interest in tech startups, you can focus on technological advancement or innovation within your business. So pardon me for the sound. So next is build a pitch. So in building a pitch, now that you have a data or information to support your claims and understand what your audience wants, you can build your pitch. As mentioned, there are several types of business pitches which you can use. So you can assess your situation to determine the most appropriate option. So if you're presenting a business plan to potential investors, you may need to start creating a pitch deck that provides a comprehensive view of your concept. But if you are looking to make connections at a networking event, you only need to develop and practice your elevator pitch, no? Networking event ba kanang murag kintahay, mag-present ko og kanang pangpagwapa, no? Kintahay say tawag ani kanang mga herbal or supplements. So you have to tailor your pitch based on your audience. So build a pitch for them. Then next is keep it focused. When presenting your pitch, get straight to your main message. Then explain what your product, idea, or business is. Then demonstrate why it benefits your audience. So the audience need to understand and follow the purpose of your message to stay engaged. So baka makatulog na lang sila at the end, no? So for this reason, it can help to start with an elevator pitch to provide a brief, easy to understand summary that attracts their attention. So yung pitch mo, just feel free to build your pitch. Keep it focused sa imong audience. So ang key elements, it depends on who are your audience is. Then next is share successes. So unsa maning share successes? So, sharing evidence of your success can also demonstrate value of your business idea. For example, yung revenue mo or sales, it can show the market interest. Investors can see that your business can sustain itself and potentially it can grow. So, they may get a better return on their investment. So, you can also share your success in elevator pitch. This is to demonstrate the positive results if mo-appeal sila ng imuhang networking pitch. So, or the pitch you've created, for example, for employees, it can show potential employers that value you. No, it can bring which you can that value you on which that you can bring to their company. So you can also use successes at your current job to prove why your manager should approve your project idea or give you a raise. So different pitches could be used anywhere, anytime, no? Next, of course, answer questions. At the end of your pitch, you can give the audience time to ask any question or voice any remaining concerns. Respond to difficult questions in a calm, confident manner to demonstrate professionalism and make a positive impression. If you do not know the answer, be honest. No? Don't try to make them realize nga wa jud ka kahibaw sa answer pero imo lang gitry og answer. So you can say something like, that is a great question. I do not currently have information about that. So let me do some research after this. I can email you within the next 2 days rather. So ayan. Your audience will appreciate you honestly and your honesty and the willingness to provide them accurate information. Kesa you're faking it, no? Next and last, the last but not the least is follow your audience's cues. At the end of your presentation, use the audience's verbal or physical cues to assess what next steps you need to take. Depending on your situation, they may make an offer or express acceptance or want to negotiate. So prepare yourself for any potential outcome, no? That is potential outcome nga you feel more confident ka when you reach this point. So, for example, if your customers appear nga enthusiastic about your product, you can start discussing setting up a contract or making an order. But if they still seem nga unsure, you can offer them time to think, or you may provide a specific date to follow up with them for their final decision, or you may present more details nga kahibaw ka nga mas ma-encourage or ma-persuade sila, no? So that's the 7 key points how to develop and deliver an effective pitch. So last but not the least, there are few tips also for business pitching. First is use visual and interactive elements. So to support the success of your business pitch, you can use this as guidance. So displaying with graphs, charts, and also infographics, it is easier or it is an easy way, no, to add visual interest sa imuhang presentation. When pitching a product or service, you can further engage your audience by enabling interaction with it. Like kung webinar, you can ask them for how do you feel today. You may type feeling blessed, no? Or you may raise your hand, or you may type anything. So there could be an interaction. So this approach will give them a more tangible understanding of it and how it works. So otherwise, you can create a video demonstration pod. Next class is incorporate quantitative data. Use on numbers as often as possible to support your claims. Kaya kanina, it is said nga study about the industry, no, because for you to provide claims imuhang industry, and then kay kining quantitative data, it provides also credible resources to show evidence of the value and the benefits which you can provide. And numbers also add specificity, no, which can make claims more compelling. For example, demonstrate how your service has helped customers or your consumers. So save an average of about 25% each year, rather than just saying it can help cut costs, no? So this number can create or can persuade them more, or can create value, can show up and emphasize the value that you are giving them. Next class is differentiate from the competition. Again, investors and customers, they often want to know why to choose you over anyone else. So you may provide information that illustrates why you present more value, such as offering more features or showing the potential for more growth. So when pitching for professional development, you can differentiate yourself by showing the specific and unique skills you can provide or the accomplishments which you have. Next class is practice your pitch. So whichever type of pitch you need to perform, you need to give yourself sufficient time to practice. So try to memorize it. So you do not need to rely too much on your slides or note cards. So lain kayo nga na ay nag-present and then nagsigig basa, no? So this ability allows you to focus on your audience and engage with them. So try to practice with other people to ensure you feel comfortable in front of an audience and gain also feedback about your performance. So that's all for today. If you have questions, so just please do your learning assessment. Please spend the rest of the time in doing the mini feasibility study. So the report of it, you may present it in a PowerPoint presentation. You can also opt using Prezi. So Prezi is nice. So that is already the business pitch. So again, to remind you, do not put paragraphs in your business pitch or PowerPoint presentation. Just use bullets, and as much as possible, ayon ang mga tag-as ng mga sentences. So that is all for today, and I hope you learned a lot. So thank you so much for listening.